first things first, Happy New Year. I really hope you're well. And, well, thank you for joining me in this video on the 1st of January 2022. What I want to talk about today is a video that was made by Casey Neistat in 2015 that I watch with possibly two personalities. There's the one side of me that wants to watch this video over and over and absolutely match his work ethic. And then the other side of me knows that that leads to burnout and would lead to me quitting, a little bit like Casey Neistat has now done. He uploads very infrequently, but he, did this mammoth amount of work for a few years, and well, the videos are still up online to watch. And there is this one called Fat and Lazy that has over 3 million views. And I remember watching it in real time. It was probably his 40th vlog when he went daily. And well, he starts off the video with talking about how many people send him Snapchats of how bored they are and how they have nothing to do. And how he finds that he just, he's so the opposite of that mentality. This is the guy who has work harder tattooed on his wrist and a fluorescent light in his studio. And in the video, he talks about his way of being productive and managing his time, because he uses the Seneca quote, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And he just wants to say, this is go time. I want to maximize every waking second while he's healthy and full of energy. And he wants to take us through the logic, mechanics, and of how he does that and maximizes each day. And he's very self-aware, because if you watch it, you will see he's crazy. Like it is crazy person talk. He knows that. But it's what he wants to do and he wants to accomplish and work really hard. So his schedule, and to be honest, in 2015, when I was working 9 to 5, I hadn't started YouTube properly yet. I didn't really start YouTube properly till 2017, but I tried to work this hard. And it was when I was trying to upload a video every week and I failed the first time. But he talks that he says he would sleep for 4 hours, work for 14 hours, exercise for 3 hours, have family time for 3 hours. And obviously that makes up his whole day. And so he has no fun for free time, no fun or free time. And how when he started the vlog, because he was working on a company, he wanted to steal hours from sleep. Now, we need to put a pin in that because that's something I really want to talk about, and how this grueling schedule might be temporary, but, time is his most precious resource. He wants to make impact and contribution, work hard and build things. He wants to innovate and create. And this video is something I rewatch with very different eyes now. At the time, he was probably the first person that I saw in the sort of daily routine category really show exactly what you can achieve in a day. And who knows, like he might have worked more than maybe he admitted, or maybe some days he'd work less. But it was just quite inspiring and motivational. Now, once you're motivated, you then actually have to just get acting, right? So you're not going to be motivated all the time. There are definitely times when I don't feel like doing anything, but, you just maybe find that little glimmer of hope in a video that I revisit a lot, see the insanity, see the level that he went, and then just try and do my own version. Now, I do not abide by his rules anymore, because a lot of research and books have come out since that really counteract quite a lot of his argument. Because if you use his life now as an example, he's burnt out and he's not doing everything that he was doing in that time in 2015, he's now prioritizing family, and he's gone the complete opposite way, and he's been very outspoken about that in podcasts recently. But I just read Peak Performance by Brad Stulberg and Steve Magnus with the subtitle Elevate Your Game, Avoid Burnout, and Thrive with the New Science of Success. And it is the most amazing book. I'm really thankful to my friend John for recommending it. And he recommended it ages ago, and I wish I'd just read it then because it would have saved me a lot of time. But it's basically talking about stress and rest equals growth. So you can have a routine, you need a purpose, but you need to adapt it to make it work for you. So you need to alternate between stress and rest. And stress doesn't mean stressing out. It means sort of practicing, deliberate practice, deep focused work, really intense moments of your day. And then just knowing and learning how to switch off the other hours of your day. And it's just an incredible book. They go through how to stress yourself, define a purpose and concrete objectives, remove distractions, putting your phone out of sight, out of mind, how you really need to do one thing at a time, because I love to think I can multitask, but when I really think about it, I just do a lot of things badly. So, obviously there's multitasking where I'm, listening to an audiobook or a podcast whilst doing the washing up. That kind of multitasking is fine. But when I'm trying to do 100 different things at once in this studio, or 100 different projects, it's just not gonna work out well, is it? And it never has. It's never worked for me. So I don't know why I always think that I can suddenly make it work. But it's also gives you sort of ways to work. So knowing that, we're basically all the same, aren't we? So we all kind of work the same. If you work in discrete blocks between 50 and 90 minutes, really like nurture a growth and challenge mindset, and how stress is a natural way to prepare your body for a challenge and view it productively. And it just makes so much sense. And, they talk about athletes, and then they talk about classical musicians, which kind of applies to us, virtuosic musicians or just musicians trying to learn. And this is where Casey Neistat's daily routine absolutely fails for musicians and anyone trying to learn a new skill. And this is the best thing about this book. It really talks about rest and how to rest, because a lot of wannabe high achievers or high achievers don't know how to switch off. And it's, because you just feel guilty all the time if you're not working 100% of the time. And then you go on social media and you see someone else who's published a video, made a song, made an album, run 100 miles in a day, whatever they've done. You're just sat there at home being like, I'm trying to rest right now, but I feel like I should be doing something. And when you're learning a new skill set, like learning the guitar, learning to sing, or even learning to make videos and produce things, and you need to rest and you need to sleep. And I can probably go back in my time, especially when I was first starting on YouTube, and I was working during the day and then I was working all night and I wasn't getting any sleep. And you can probably tell from some of my earlier videos how unhealthy I look. I look exhausted. I look tired. Wasn't making the best content, but I just had to do that because that was the only way to break out of the 9-to-5 job that I was in. But it's very evident now that I wasn't getting enough sleep, and that's why I wasn't improving as a musician at the time. And it is my biggest piece of advice when learning a musical instrument. And you really need to sleep a lot, because a lot of good stuff is done in your sleep. I'm yet to read Matthew Walker's book called Why We Sleep, but I've heard it's incredible, so it's on my list. But I've listened to numerous podcasts with him, and there's just so much that goes on in that time. And then also, Nathaniel Drew made a video about Einstein's daily routine, because I'm still obsessed with daily routines. Who isn't? And Einstein slept for 10 hours a night and then took naps. So if you ever need an excuse to have a lie-in, then just be like, yeah, this is what Einstein did. So you kind of have to reframe sleep as productive, especially if you're doing physical activity. So athletes, they need to exercise for the amount of hours they're training, and then they need to have their feet up and they need to be sleeping. And yeah, it's just amazing. And there are so many rules, ways to prime yourself for performance, having a routine, a sequence of activities before your performance to really just get you in the mindset and get you focused and get you in a positive mood. So all these things are so the opposite of what Casey Neistat taught us in 2015. And I think that's okay. I think it's really inspirational for someone to take it to the extreme, but knowing yourself, whether or not you just want to work for a handful of years and then, try and retire at the end of it, then yeah, go all in and burn yourself out, fine. But you have no guarantee of success that way. Whereas if you follow the consistent route, it's a lot more likely, because if you can do something for longer, then you can get better at it. And, if you're better at something, then you're more likely to be successful in it. So I just thought it would be really nice to start talking about this a little bit more. And if you have any advice, then, or if you read anything that you recommend me, please leave it in the comments below, because yeah, it's really nice just to sort of educate yourself and really learn how to keep doing this, because I want to keep working hard in a consistent manner, in a healthy manner, for a good long time. I've still got many years of work left in me. But I just also thought it was a suitable video for the 1st of January, because, it is likely that we've all set ourselves 101 New Year's resolutions, and by tomorrow we'll have failed all of them. So I really, really hope this sparked something in you, and go and read Peak Performance. And yeah, now I have something else, because if you've gotten to this part of the video, then I just want to share something with you. So let's get to it. Okay, if you've gotten this far, although you might have seen me post about it on social media, I just want to let you know that I am going to gift this guitar to one of my newsletter subscribers. And this is the Fender Player Plus, and it's in Bel Air Blue, and it's a stunning guitar. And I took it all around Spain with me in August. I got it just before I left in August, and it came on a big 2,500 mile road trip with me, and I got to play it, really frequently. And just, I thought it would be a really nice thing to send it off to someone else who will also love and cherish it. And yeah, so basically all you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter. The link will be in the description. So this could be yours. If you are intrigued, then go and sign up to my newsletter. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.